great job in the Asian qualifiers. He was so good against Poland the other night. He can just knock down shots for fun, and he's got enough size. And it's just about ball control for me. It's just about, can they take care of it? Can they get enough touches? And also, can the bigs stay out of foul trouble? But they've got a lineup here that could really challenge this Latvian team.
And as you mentioned, Mark, key player for Philippines tonight is Justin Brownlee, playing in Indonesia at the moment, I should say. And had a really nice last window of the Asia Cup qualifiers, averaged 21 points, 6 assists, 11 rebounds. He'll definitely be a key player for them tonight. And we take a look at Coach Tim Cone on the screen. I mean, he is the heart and soul of this Philippines team. He took the helm again after the 2023 World Cup. He led the team, obviously, to resounding wins in the World Cup window. But let's listen to Luka Monkey. He's always full of energy tonight.
Always with energy, and there's the starting lineup. This is how deep this team is. Because Christos Zorics didn't play last night. Was a big factor at the World Cup run. It's just no injury. It was just rotation. Now he starts, and he knows that's what's going to happen, what his team needs. Well, what a game that Morris had last night. Really did an excellent job. In every stat line category, he made a contribution.
And really efficient as well, 100% from the field as well. He was fantastic. And the other change to that starting five as well, we see Klaus Chavas get the start as well. So that's really exciting for them. They've got that ability to rotate. I mean, look at the luxury they have. So many players coming off the bench. Like we said, Coach Bunky nearly used every single person on the bench last night. And he's doing a fantastic job with his team. We know he was crowned the best coach of the 2023 World Cup. And he's got some real weapons in his team that will really challenge this Philippines team as we count down to tip off on the Tissot clock.
Just to finish on the Coach Banky stuff, one of the things that always impresses me when you hear him talk at press conferences and about, he feels so much responsibility as a non-Latvian, being given the responsibility to lead the team. And I think his relationship with the country is one of the borders, one of the foundations for how well this team does. He holds everybody, including himself, to account, and that's where they get their strength from.
Well, we're nearly ready to go here in Riga, whereas the 6th best team in the world up against the team ranked 24th in the Philippines. The semi-finals are really starting to take shape after tonight's game. We saw Montenegro get the win over Cameroon earlier on. They go 1 from 1. Latvia has their second game tonight. The Philippines their first game. Of course, the semi-finals on Saturday here in Latvia. But at the moment, all eyes on the Philippines and Latvia. They're about to go head-to-head in Arena Riga. And the drums and the stands in full force as we welcome you to Arena Riga in Latvia, where it is the home team, Latvia, going head-to-head with the Philippines on night 2 of this Olympic qualified tournament. And what a start for the Philippines!
That's a pass from Soto. The two bigs just combining, and one of the ways to beat this Latvian defense is the extra quick pass. Great execution, what a start.
Schmitz had a fantastic night last night, but Taz loves this range. Couldn't quite get them off to a nice start. Justin Brownlee, the key player we talked about at the start of the game. Newsom has a few weapons as well. Looking for his bigs. Ramos gets it. Now Kai Soto, expecting him to play a key role tonight. Here he is with ball in hand and bakes it in. What a start!
Well, people always talk about, is the Achilles heel for the fact they haven't really got genuine size. And all Philippines have done is taken it right down the gut on every single possession. They get round it by their pressure, the way they speed people up. But the Philippines seem comfortable with that. The Philippine League is a very quick league, and a lot of these players play in their home league. So I don't think the pace is going to be the concern. Great start for the Philippines.
Nice Soto on the line for a three-point play. He gets it done.
Still only 22. He is a young man in a big man's body at the moment. Really stepping, grows every year in his confidence.
Zodic's getting the start tonight for Latvia. Didn't play a minute last night. He nearly got them off to a nice start, but at the moment it's all Philippines. A sea of blue striding down the court. A 5-0 run, and Kai Soto's played a big part. He had the assist in the first Then he had the three-point play in the second. He's causing headaches already.
Well, and the 1-5 in the starting line, Dwight Ramos, again, he was also really impressive in the they almost came back from double digits down to beat Poland. Plays in the Japanese league. It's a tough league, so if anyone who's not aware of Philippines basketball thought this might be just Latvia winning the game, this is a country that prides itself on its basketball. It is the biggest sport in the country. You only had to be at the World Cup to know how big it is in that country, so don't be surprised. Let's not get carried away that Latvia just started a little bit at the start. But the Philippines are here to play.
Newsom and Brownlee. Brownlee pulls up for a triple. Oh my goodness! Everything is going the Philippines' way!
He was guarded. Guarded, just made the three over the defense.
Well, Latvia are shell-shocked at the moment. Can Roland Schmitz turn the tide? Zodix hustles, and it was a good hustle in the end. Kuruks. Ramos couldn't keep it in.
You know, last night, Judah, we talked about the rhythm that Latvia had when they moved the ball, everybody moves. It's a little bit screen, catch, stop, screen, catch. It's not flowing like they want to flow at the moment, and that's the quickness of the Philippines defense that's really giving them that issue.
Sonics breaks free from the agility of this Gilas team. Goes inboard now, Krista Sonics. There was a foul called in amongst all of that.
You mentioned it that Zorix didn't start. We mentioned it before the game, but with Bertans going down injured after halfway through the second game in the World Cup, him and Jagas basically ran the backcourt. So this is not like a massive issue for Latvia. They would expect him to be able to deal with the situation. He started really confidently, took the shot but missed it. Now he's on the free throw line. And I think you said as well, they're so deep, everybody's interchangeable. They'll click into gear soon. And if they won't, this crowd will help them click into gear.
Newsom now. Can he keep the Philippines' good run going? Instead, it gets turned over. Schmitz with the active hands and gets the first field goal of the game for Latvia.
And why wouldn't it be Schmitz? Always the energy guy, always working at both ends of the floor. And it's contagious. Once someone gets a deflection, someone else is looking. And Rodion's Brooks almost got a steal himself.
And celebrated the little win as well after it. The fist pump.
Everything.
Yeah, they're an energy team. Both are, really.
Even though Rodion Brooks is listed as a guard, he's 190 plus. They've got that size as they get another effort play for the putback.
Fajardo has had a lovely start to this game under the rim. A massive force out there for Philippines. Kuruks pulls up for a triple. With the hand in his face, if you don't mind. Tough basket from Rodion Kuruks. He got the effort on the defensive end, able to translate it into some good offense. Just like that, it's back within three, although Soto has something to say about that.
Again, the pass against this pressure is so important. You've got to execute it with super cut, super pass.
Oh, good hands there by Chavas. Gets kicked around. Bertans doesn't go from a more comfortable range this time, but can't convert. Ramos off and running. Zodic stuck them on the way through. So Latvia slowly finding their rhythm, but Kai Soto, he's an athletic specimen.
Absolutely.
Playing at the moment in Japan with the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Averaged 15.5 points and 12.5 rebounds in the last window of the Asia Cup qualifiers. He knows how to get to work on the international stage, that's for sure. Newsom loses it, but he's able to get it back and find some space with the hand as well.
That's a take. That's a finish against real challenge. And you try and force himself through the contact, force himself through the attempted block, through the contact, didn't take his eyes off where he wanted the ball to go.
We see some subs coming for Latvia. I think it's a good move by Coach Bunky. Rihaz Lomash is going to enter the game, and our key player that we focused on at the start of the game, Martin Semanis, into the arena as well. 11 points, 100% from the field, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists last night for him.
This is going to be one of those factors that Latvia are relentless. Whoever comes in is just going to keep that level going. Great thing already for me for the Philippines is that Soto can be foul prone. He's really played smart down the defensive end. And I think the depth that Latvia have could be crucial as this game develops. But the game might be done before that happens. The way this game has started, the Philippines are very focused, spreading across, sharing the ball really well. And it's about the balance of when they get into rotations that could become absolutely crucial.
Some cut, get the and 1 to go. Sonics bringing it up from the backcourt now. 14 plays 7. Lomash, can he have an instant impact? Had a really good night last night. Sonics banks it in.
See that when they run all those actions, whoever has the guard spot, Zorix on this occasion, if the defense just starts to chase all those screeners, then he opens up the drive lane. If you get a replay of it right now, there's no one looking to help because they're all playing the action away from the ball. Chagars does it really well. Zorix does it incredibly well as well. They've got enough size and athleticism to finish. So it's that action that not only hurts you from the options it gives those cutters, but it just opens up the middle of the floor.
Davis Bertans on for his first minutes of the game. Placing Roland Schmitz.
Not a bad option to bring
not at all.
An NBA vet just comes off your bench. He doesn't understand what a bad shot is.
Yeah. Hi Soto into Brownlee. Oh, just sends Bertans to the deck. But it gets in Lobash's hands regardless. Kuruc has some space. And it's going to be a Philippines ball. Latvia slowly finding their rhythm. And we've already had an avalanche of substitutions. We now see Giannis Timmer come into the game as well. 5 rebounds last night. Was one of the rare players that didn't actually score, but he put in a great skit. He had that foul trouble early, so he sat for a while.
A long while.
Yeah. I think, first period, and then we didn't see him until the 4th. Knew his role, he played it. A good look ahead pass to Soto. It came in his hands probably a tad too late. They get another go at it.
Just had an eye in the backdoor, then he had nowhere to go. Great control by the defense not wanting to reach. They knew that he had nowhere to go. I mean, the key man for the Philippines may well be the veteran, Yapo Baguiar, because he's the only other 2-meter-plus guy really on the floor. And if he can get in, give minutes, his experience will really help this team.
Brownlee with the one-handed shot.
He's just points. He's at points in so many ways.
Sonics can't get the points of his own. Brownlee looking ahead. Instead, he goes by himself. Can't get the back-to-back, just a bit hard on the backboard. Sonics with pace. He's had a really nice start to this game. Lomash! Jeez, it would have been nice. It was a through-the-legs assist nearly from Sonics. Newsom now. PBA champion, finals MVP and All-Star. Fajardo, great catch and a great finish. That is strong.
They are milking the mismatch underneath, milking the high-low. But Latvia are going to have to talk it over because Banky wants to take the time out. And he's always got answers. Can you execute in a different way to stop that high-low action?
This will be a very interesting timeout to listen to, that's for sure. Coach Luca Bunky. He said he might be a bit animated in there.
Positioning is important, okay? Don't give the possibility to go through the sides. Go three-quarter. Push him out of range. To the top, to the corner. Don't make him fly to the basket. Fine, first 1-1, and you give up the right drive. Let's go. We need to step up. Better energy, guys. Okay. Janka. His offense, we go each Shreya, okay? Watch out the pressure, supporting. We play the two guards here.
Well, it's been such a hot start for the Philippines. 18 points tonight at the moment, and there's been the work of their bigs. Kai Soto, Jumar Fajardo. We've seen Brownlee cameo with a few points, but you're right, you said it before the timeout. Latvia are really struggling with that mismatch, especially with Fajardo under the rim.
If they keep the ball off the floor and change the angle, it doesn't give Latvia enough opportunity to change the way they want to on the front of or the front down low. And they don't like to overhelp. Coach Benke's team really do not want to overhelp because they're worried about the skip to the open shooter. He's going to have to make an adjustment unless they can put more pressure on the ball to make that pass more difficult.
Fajardo converts a three-point play. They are out to a 10-point lead. See, Fajardo has not missed. 7 points, 3 for 3 from the field. Davis Bertans straight into the hands of Soto. Still sticking with that same starting five of the Philippines. Latvia have made a range of subs already. Soto backing down on Bertans. Fajardo manages to somehow squeeze it, but pass a bit too far from Ramos. He didn't really know what he was doing there.
I think Ramos thought, as I thought, it was a back court. The referee must have seen it in the direction of Latvia, otherwise it was. But everybody in the gym thought it was a back court.
Yeah, no doubt.
Everybody in the gym doesn't matter. It was Johnny the guy in gray.
Lovash to Timmer. And Lel Strolix on for his first minutes. And he makes an instant impact.
Played in that space behind the screen. Nice finish, nice little floater.
Newsom for the Philippines. Bertans doing a good job here on Soto. Shot clock down to 5. Newsom pulls up and trades it.
He had a great college career at Georgetown. They've got real quality across this roster.
Not much got fouled on the way in. Play for that one nicely. But Chua drive. And he finds himself at the line. He has Lobash. You see this finish from Newsom. All class. Lobash able to put the first one down. 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists last night up against Georgia. Played a really crucial role in that game. Of course, we know he's playing with Bologna, Luca Bunky's team in Italy. So he has that connection with his coach already, and they seem to have a lot of trust in each other. Newsom doing a great job at the point so far. Ramos shares it around with Soto. And he get in the action. Pass went too far for Fajardo. Try and get him to the baseline. 2.3 seconds left on the shot clock, so I need to be aware of that. Newsom looking for Ramos. Not much interfered there. 1.1 now on the shot clock. see what they do here. The crowd are making it hard for them. So Newsom from the sideline. Strolek's making it very hard for him. Newsom pops up the shot. And Latvia escape there. 21 plays 13, and it's the Philippines' way.
Since Davis Bertrand has come on the floor and he's taken on the Soto responsibility, the Philippines have struggled. At the other end, they're still holding this Latvian team to some real tough shots.
Strolek never looked like missing.
And he is the guy that, as you said, came out of the timeout, goes in, makes the penetration, they leave him alone and nails the through. He has turned their offense around in those possessions.
Another timeout in the arena. It's going to be Coach Cone.
Only pass! No, not even spank. Stay with them. Come on now. He's not going to hurt you on that.
Spain, I'm still going. I'm still going on Spain.
You gotta be better on these screens right here. You got 3 rounds already. Wide open three. Nobody's coming out. Stay on the peel. Come on. You're giving up too easy. You're trying to peel back easy. Don't peel back easy. Peel back really hard.
We've seen a bit of a resurgence here from Latvia. We noticed Bertans taking on the role of defending Soto, and Strolek has provided that offensive impact. You can never discount a good team like this. They're never going to be out of the game for too long, and they're resurging back into it now.
Well, I said they're just going to find the right guys on the right night. There's different guys every night. You would never have said that Davis Bertrand is coming in with his defense that sparks a run for this team. It's normally coming down the ball and taking the three. But his defense on Soto has been absolutely fundamental to the way this game has just got back into a little bit of control for Latvia.
Still no subs for the Philippines out of that timeout. Keep with the same guys. And why wouldn't they? It's been a great start for the men in blue. Fajardo getting to work on Chavas. Brownlee from the top. Nails it!
Just got lost on a pick down and freed up Brownlee. Great find by Fajardo because they're literally face guarding Brownlee. Just, yeah, great execution to free him up, to give him that half a step, that's all he needs.
Speaking of half a step, Strolek does that. Timmer can't respond. And Newsom finds some space. He can break away here and get the 2 to go. Great anticipation.
That's how to come out of a timeout, right? Everything gets a bit nasty. You're going to go like 5-0 run out the timeout. Great response to the coach.
And he was singled out, wasn't he? Coach Cone said, you know, you need to peel back harder. You're giving up too easy, and that's your response. Back out to a 10-point lead, a minute 21 left in this first period.
Well, here is that first rotation as Artemayo comes in. Still quite young at 23, but he's got to play big. He's 2 meters, yes, but he's not Soto. So, big moments is when they get into rotation for the Philippines. They have the 10-point lead. It'll be interesting to see where they are when Soto comes back.
Lomash. Oh, beautiful pass. Matus a bit too hot on it. Didn't miss a shot last night. He's missed his first attempt tonight.
Too big.
Yeah. Funny game, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's why we love it. That's why there are 9,000 people here.
As was the case last night as well. A packed out arena, sold out on both nights. These Latvian fans adore this team. Waiting to welcome them home after that World Cup run. You can hear the drums, you can hear the clapping. They're hoping this offensive set turns into a basketball, and they're in much need of it. Although Bertans, a rare fumble, straight to the hands of Fajardo. He kicks the head to Tamayo, stepping around, and couldn't finish it off. Good hands there by Ramos, but Tima eventually saved the day for Latvia. Normash pulls up, can't knock it down. Tamayo caught in the crosshairs of Vedas.
You see Coach Benke on the side saying, hey, come on, run our stuff, get calm. Because that three is not a normal Latvia three. They get it off action, they get it off movement. They're not a one-and-done team very much, ever that often, because they've got people involved and they've got abilities to get to the glass.
Roland Schmitz comes back into the game for the last 42 seconds. And the captain for the Philippines, Jumpet Tequila, the heart and soul of the team, coming onto the floor. Fajardo's going to take a seat. And we've also got Calvin Oftana coming on. So a few subs for both teams. Carl Tamayo in the line, Latvia in the bonus. Carl Tamayo playing with Ryukyu in Japan at the moment. Won the B-League championship with the team. In the Asian Cup qualifiers, just scored an average of 6.5 points, so played a nice role in those qualies. But as you mentioned, with Soto sitting down, it's sort of a similar role to the last game. We talked about when Butcherman sat down, there was a chance for Cameroon to attack. Similar to Philippines, and Soto got a chance for Latvia to attack.
Yeah, they've still got a foul to give as well. They don't need to panic. They do have to work hard for these 42 seconds, and you can see Soto and that coming back very quickly in the second quarter.
Lomash with some speed, and Oftana got his way. It's better from Lomash. He took the three that wasn't open, I should say. It was more contested in the previous play, and this time a strong drive. Spitz into Stromlex. Back in the hands of Lomash. Oh, the play didn't work to Spitz. Bradley went in a bit too hard.
Without the two bigs, they're switching everything. And switching everything was exactly where Brownlee got. Zayden gets into the passing lane. It's a nice job by Coach Cohn to have that option. He can't just play the same way with the two bigs. He doesn't just go in, he comes up with different way of dealing with it defensively, and everybody rotating, and Brownie gets a hand in the lane, finds himself on the free throw line, and they could end up increasing the lead without the bigs on the floor.
8 points for Justin Brownlee in the game already. We spoke about him at the start of the game. He's our key player, playing in Indonesia at the moment. He just gets buckets wherever he shows up. A 6-time Philippines League champion. 3-time best import of the conference in the Philippines League as well. And he gets the baskets to go. Another sub coming on for the Philippines. Brownlee will take a well-deserved rest. And Kevin Kimball gets his first look in tonight. So what can Strelnick do now? He's provided the sparks since he's come onto the court. He's got 15 seconds to work with to give Latvia some sort of momentum heading into the end of the first period. Oh, and it falls out of his hands. I've got that same reaction, my dude. I can't believe that that's happened.
But it's that same thing that Pointy made earlier on. It's as opposed to what normally happens, which is very much pass, 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 pass. Pass, stop, pass, stop, pass, stop. And everybody's adjusting defensively, so there's more pressure on his passing lane. And then little mistakes will creep in.
So CJ Perez brought in for this last play. And he makes the three! That is the definition of instant impact from CJ Perez. The first second he's on, he lands a long-range prayer to beat the buzzer. What a start! God damn! That's the reaction I had too. What a start from this Philippines team! And CJ Perez is feeling it. As is the Skillers team, at the end of the first quarter, it is the Philippines 32, leading Latvia 16.
They've given up 32 points, Latvia. I don't know, can't remember. You have to go back a long, long way to know that was the last time, when was the last time they did that. And if you think about how they've done it, inside, pumping it down low, we're going to get to see it on the best plays here. First play of the game, inside, and then once that happens, and then they free up the perimeter game and Brownlee gets a look. It's almost out of the coaching manual. Get some inside established, then you got other options, and then just play well down the defensive end. And the fact that they went to the switching options defensively, they have a lot in the locker. If Latvia came into this game a little bit complacent, they won't be complacent right now because they have been taken out of their rhythm. They haven't got that normal flow in how they run. Everything is an effort. And it's really, really difficult to understand. Coach Benke's got a hard job now because if you start a game with this mentality, it's hard to get out of that place.
Well, what a start it was for the Philippines team, and CJ Perez with the icing on the cake came on literally for that play. What a masterstroke from Coach Coe, knew exactly what he brought this player in for. And Perez said, thank you very much. I know how to finish off the first period. And if you want to know about more action, download the Courtside 1891 app. The QR code's on your screen. And if you do scan it, you might find out about what was pretty much considered an upset in one of the other tournaments in New Zealand. That's right, New Zealand beating Croatia 90-86.
That is a massive upset. When Croatia
Unbelievable.
That's what this Olympic qualifying tournament does, though. It's so brutal. Every game is so important.
A good start there for Rodion Kuruc in his hometown. You know, Croatia, how they played against Slovenia last night as well, so it's unbelievable result. And kudos to the New Zealand team getting the result. A long way from home, mind you, as well. Well, Perez nearly went 2 for 2. Couldn't seem still on the floor after that amazing buzzer beater in the first period. Not much now. Latvia find themselves in unfamiliar territory here. This pass is not quite hitting the teammates, taking uncharacteristic shots without sharing it around. And ultimately, down by 17.
Again, another example. They tried to change the angles, couldn't change it and throw it straight in. They had to stop the defense to re-establish position.
Strolex, Kuruc, can he go back to back? Too short. CJ Perez, he's the impact man. Strolex with the active hands. I think he was in trouble. A few worried faces around the arena for Latvian fans. We've already got a sub from Coach Bunky. Janis Strolex off the floor, and Christos Onyx who made a nice start to the game comes back in. And Soto back on the floor for Philippines. That's a big move. Jumper Gabrila takes his seat.
See, that'd be one panic. They'll still keep taking those same shots, but they're not getting in the same rhythm. The issue is this end. They are struggling to find a way to stop this Philippine team.
Cabal nearly, and it ends up in the hands of Perez. Slices the defense. Soto with the reverse dunk. Wow. Goes Soto with all the party tricks here tonight in Riga. Rodion Kuruc backing down on Cabal. Brownlee hustles. We see Streltic out there for the first time for Latvia. I mean, he was their leading scorer last night, so it's completely different in terms of rotations. But have a look at this. Perez, Soto with the reverse slam. The authority from the Philippines big has been enormous tonight. He's the current, he's the future, he's the everything for this team. Perez with the pace. Couldn't get the finish. And now Zodic goes for a run of his own. Lobash and Kurut's happy to share it around. Streltins eventually gets it. And it was good D there, and the hand in his face. Kurutz couldn't quite get it to him either. Suffocating at the moment. Brownlee. Off Tana to Soto, and again, Kai Soto wins out.
That's a super pass. Just let it there for Soto to go over to the ball. Super pass. Great
A good D on the opposite end too from Calvin off Tana. Still in the hands of Lobash. Zornix pulls up, knocks it down! Big time shot from Krista Zornix. They really needed that. Time for the Philippines now. Kimbao. He pulls up for a corner. Triple of his own! Kevin Kimbao! Whatever you can do, I can do better.
Just cannot stop this Filipino team. Whatever they've tried defensively, they've had an answer. They're making big shots. Now, can they make big shots the whole game? And the way they're beating at the moment, you've got to say they've got a good chance of. But it's the variation, inside options like this with a great defensive effort. But down here, Latvia will score. They'll get some point. They'll get some rhythm. Their biggest issue is how they can slow down and stop this Philippines offense.
They're stopping play here. I think a coach's challenge. Team Philippines. Coach Cone calling for a challenge. The referees will come together.
Head coach challenge, out the bounce.
Let's take a listen.
Okay, we are going to review which team goes, the ball goes out of bounds, okay? Yes, why? White. Okay, White is the last one.
Do we have any other angle just to reconfirm?
This is the angle from the side. Not that one. I will go. White one was the last touch. We will, after the real ball is reversed, the ball goes for the blue team, okay? Okay, 6:28, 12 seconds. 11 seconds, sorry. Shot clock, 11 seconds. This way. Okay.
There you go, a good challenge by Coach Cone. They get the ball back. It's always a risk challenge in this early in the game, but he was adamant.
And the great thing for him at the moment, he's got such a momentum going. If he gets another goal, his percentages to score are really high. You know, he's already up 18, he's going to end up 21 on this possession. So the challenge is well worth it.
So a big chance here for the Philippines to extend their lead. Get in the 40s, and it's only in the second period. Perez pulls up. Can't make the most of the opportunity. It was ice cold when he came on, but hasn't quite hit the same rhythm since. I mean, it's hard to follow up a shot like that, mind you.
It's one of those scenarios. He had the open mid-range, he decided to put it on the floor. Take the one before being set.
So Latvia down 21-39. Home crowd trying to spur them on and inject some energy into this team. But again, it gets turned over. Just passing over the blue bodies didn't work out for them. Kimbao kicks it out to Perez, steps back. And it was well short. And Kurutz makes the punishes them on the other end. Good fast break there from Rodion Kurutz. They're going to need a lot more of that. He's had a good night so far. 7 points, 3 from 6 from the field. Schmitz. Couldn't make it. Wow. He's going to have another go. Bertard's on the floor. Zornics. Streltic finds himself open and gets himself a bucket. A big bucket from 3-point range for Artur Streltic. Timeout called. Coach Cohen wants to talk it over with his team. Because Latvia have got a bit of momentum now off that Kurut steal. And then Zornics kicking it out to Streltic. Nails the triple. The fans are happy. And this been a turning point for Latvia. Let's listen to Coach Cohen.
Position of the ball. You're taking 2 terrible shots. This is too important, bro. Too important. I'm going to trust you out there. I'm going to trust you to make decisions out there. Two more. Same turn right here. Right there. Come on. Now we got to get it back. Got to get it back our way. Got some momentum now. Don't let the game change, fellas. Huh? All right. Get back. Get involved. Get a good shot. Let's make it stop. All right. Defensively. All right. Come on. We can do this, fellas. All right. Don't let this crowd get into it.
It's a nice timeout because he really just got into them being accountable for what they're doing. There are times you have to tell people they're doing things wrong or a terrible shot, but he ended up saying he trusts them to make the decisions, be accountable to each other. He's gone back big, which is like obviously the right thing to do. That starting lineup was good. You saw in the last possession, their energy level just dipped a little bit on offense, and then Latvia's relentless defense comes up with a couple of steals. They have to play at a level. If they dip, Latvia will get right back in this.
The big final word there was don't let the crowd get into it, and that's exactly what they're doing. Loose of the Philippines. Ramos. Guarded by Bertards. He's going to lose it here. They scramble. And again, that suffocating defense, a bit physical now. And if you don't want the crowd to get into it, this is not the way to do it.
Exactly. That's such a good point. It's a shot clock violation anyway.
Or is it? They're conferring together now.
I think one of them is called a held ball, but I think the shot clock violation.
Yeah, I agree. They're the main guys out there. They'll tell us what they're thinking. Yeah. There you go.
So coming out of the timeout where coach wanted to not let the momentum keep going, Latvia get a stop. Now have a chance to keep building on that, make this a single-digit game. And it's about Philippines now. They haven't been challenged in the game now. They've got to get back to that execution level they had in the first half. You have to do it for 40 against Latvia, because they will. And it all of a sudden looks more in flow with people passing and moving.
Kurut has played a big part in this, and he gets fouled.
And there's that difference, the pass, catch, and play it off the catch. Because all the Philippines were doing was reacting to where the ball had gone, not trying to stop it going to a particular spot there. Go back to the one or two of the steals where they shot the passing lane. Everyone just played flat and allowed the catch, and Kurut just got it away. Draws the foul on the free throw line. You could be looking at an 11-point game. I won't be surprised if Coach Benke goes up the floor a little bit here, just to, not too much. He doesn't want to give anything easy, just to keep them under the pressure.
So Kurut's coming off 3 points and 2 rebounds against Georgia. He's already up to 7 points for the night. The equal leading scorer on the floor for Latvia alongside Zornics. And now he's got the mantle. 9 points now for Kurut.
Just a little bit of soft full court pressure just to keep the Philippines out of that rhythm.
Newsom looking for Soto. Steps back on his own. fell short. And here we go, the crowd rising. Bullets with pace. And again, they get fouled on the way in. Matus this time will head to the free throw line. And it's not the traditional way of shooting and scoring, but getting to the line is another good alternative to get themselves back in the game.
It's like watching a complete reversal. Now Latvia are the team with the momentum, playing that step quicker. The defense down the last time, they switched, they hedged really hard. And you saw Newsom then had to make a play. He couldn't then get it inside or create anything for his teammate. He had to make a tough one. They got the rebound, they're still on that roll now. This is going to be a single-digit game if he makes the free throw.
All the anticipation around the arena. Matus misses, but Streltic, a great rebound. Oh, the putback was short. Can you believe it? Chance for Brownlee now. Wow. Not often you see that. Perfect shot shot here.
And it's a massive, that had gone back, and it's the momentum of that just carry it on. They've got a chance now, the Philippines, after the foul, to get it in, get a shot they want, maybe just re-establish a little bit of control of the tempo. The starters are all back in for the Philippines, but it doesn't look like the same 5 guys. And that's all about the relentless nature of the way that Latvia play this game.
See if the Philippines can provide a response here. Latvia outscored them 13-7 in this period. Brownlee, the leading scorer on the floor, pulls up. And Streltic can grab the rebound and push the pace on the opposite end. Chavas and Bertans. Zonics. Driving. It just falls out of his hands, and Ramos has only got Brownlee ahead of him. He uses it perfectly, and Brownlee with the slam to finish it all off. Let's not understate the dive as well in that play. A nice response from the Philippines. Good active hands in the defense, and Ramos dishes it. Brownlee finishes it. All class from Justin Brownlee. 12 points for the game already. Luka Bunky can't do much about that. Let's take a listen to him.
Play smart! We play good shot! Good shot! We put Rowdy on the ball screen. Good pop!
Oh, not the biscuits! Oh, but the fans, it's really important that they get involved in this game for Latvia. We saw Coach Cohen say it in the other timeout. We saw that reaction from that fan after the shot, but it's great to see so many fans packed down in the stands. It's obviously heavily Latvia, but so many Philippines fans, they seem to travel everywhere their team goes in there.
Wherever they come, they get here. It's like the margins are so tight, aren't they? They just put back. Zurich had an open shooter in the corner, decided to try and force it. Could have been a different game, now they're going to do it all again.
Kudos with a deep triple. Ramos with a safe rebound. Has eyes on Newsom. And now has to stop a prop. Eventually gets Chris Newsom to Brownlee. Goes on his own. Met by Chavas. Soto goes in. And pops it back in.
Plays hard, you know. He's not that young man anymore. He's a fully grown man. He plays hard. Great follow, great offensive work on the glass.
Bertans finds himself free, and he's always going to knock those ones down. They Dainis Bertans lethal from three-point range. What could Brownlee do with ball in hand? His team leading by 11. Fajardo, great move on Chavas.
He's a veteran now, Fajardo. He's had multiple world championships spots in the Philippines. Seen a lot of changes in this roster. But he's as effective as he's ever been.
Bertans goes back to back. Putting the team on his back. Dainis Bertans, the captain, puts them back within 10. Soto to Newsom and now Fajardo. Hasn't missed yet, Fajardo. Dishing it to Brownlee, and that was a bit too light on the shot. It gives Charlton a chance to transition on the opposite end. It's still with Latvia here. Zordics. Kudets still has it. Soto confronts Bertans. It was a beautiful shot here from Dainis Bertans. And then he thought, yeah, I'll have another one. Back to back for the Latvian captain. And Coach Cohn not loving what he sees. It's so hard to stop a player of that caliber as the referees come together for a review.
The last shot. 2 or 3 points. Okay, it's obvious. He step on the line, make a shot. It's on 2 points field. We have 2 points then, okay? Okay. Just was 2 points basket, okay? After review.
So good coming together of the referees there. That's the right call in the end. And it might have come a little bit after the fact, but they've made it. 2-pointer instead of a 3 for Dainis Bertans. So 45 plays 34 now. So it's back out to that 11-point lead. Still in Latvian hands. And Coach Cohn right at the top of the technical bench, still arguing his case. He's riding all the waves in the arena at the moment. Kai Soto's going to come off in the midst of all that.
Well, he's on the 2 fouls, and he's been very foul prone during the prep. So he's got the 2, he's got minute 34, finished the half without him.
Bertans, does he get revenge for the missed 3? Chavas instead gets the air 1! A big move by the big man, Klaus Chavas. Splits the defense.
Again, it's the immediate thing you mentioned earlier on. Your big man goes out, you have no real big of the same size, straight down. When have they been straight down the gut of the defense until Soto goes out? Great roll, great execution. Latvia basketball, we're at single digits with one to come. And after scoring 32 in the first quarter, 13 points, he said they had to make a difference at the defensive end, and they've definitely done that. They haven't been that much better at the offensive end. Better, yes, but not enormously.
That's a good offensive rebound, a chance for them to rectify that missed free throw from Chavas. Zordics now. Bertans free. And he can't get that 3 that got taken off him. Brownlee now. Just over a minute left in his opening half, and what a performance it's been for the Philippines so far. Brownlee stepping around Chavas. Too much force from Klaus Chavas.
They got the foul to give, so they can just rematch up. Get on the side, get it on the sideline, stop, get another stop. We're automatically starting to get down to 7, to 6, to 5. And most importantly, the crowd will believe they're back in the game.
Chavas off with those 2 fouls. 2 points and 2 rebounds to his name. See Davis Bertans out there, Roland Schmitz into the game as well. And it's Brownlee up against Kudus in this duel. Backing down on Rodions, and Brownlee gets the win and the foul.
Tough move. We watched Latvia in practice, and Coach Baker doesn't want it to go to the baseline in that situation. He wants it close to the middle, so there you see why you have that philosophy. Had no help. I mean, that's the other issue.
So Brownlee with 14 points for the game. It's had a fantastic first half so far. Can he convert the 3-point play? He can. Silences the crowd for the time being. 50 seconds left in this opening half. From Latvia to get some sort of momentum heading into half-time. It gets swatted away from Sonic's beautiful hands by Newsom. Brownlee now. Can he keep up his good form? 15 points, 5 boards. Justin Brownlee still with ball in hand. Ramos for 3. Oh my word! Bertans hits the deck under the rim.
Called on sportsmanlike foul, but I can't tell you on what. But they're definitely called on sportsmanlike foul.
So a big call out there on the floor. Let's check out a replay here. So Ramos with the 3. Was it Aquila or was it? Yeah, no.
They put it on.
Bertans. Yeah, because he grabbed his neck and then Aquila retaliated, obviously.
Well, the wheels have come off this second quarter for Latvia in the last 30 seconds. It's re-established that 15-point lead with these two to come. And they'll have possession. It's a great last minute for the Philippines, especially as they protected Soto with the 2 fouls.
So Aquila with 1 more to come. Bertans takes a seat. And hey, I'm waiting for CJ Perez to come on. He hit the buzzer beater in the first period. Let's get another one. Why not? It's a beautiful first half for the Philippines. And they're going to get possession here again. 53 plays 36. A really high scoring first half, mind you, as well. 20 seconds left to make something more out of it. Big triple earlier on. Can Brownlee do it again? Oh, and this time, an offensive foul. It's starting to get pretty heated out there.
Rodions Kurits didn't need to do what he did at all. After the call that was already made in his favor, he wanted to talk to Newsom in a very, very aggressive way, right in front of the official, who has to stop that and did a great job making the call. And they have just lost whatever control they had in this last minute. That's an 11-0 run since in the last minute of this quarter. It was a 10-point game with the ball. And it's now an 18-point game. And it's if control and discipline is one of the things you value yourself, they've lost that and they're feeling the pressure.
So Kudus comes off. Bertans on. And Kimball can have it. 13 seconds here. And the man, CJ Perez. All eyes on him.
He's very good in the last minute.
Yeah, I say that.
Good job by Coach Coe as well. Take out Fajardo. Doesn't need to risk another foul with him. Coach Coe's done an excellent job at managing the game as well as coaching the game.
So can Latvia end on a high note? They've had a really bad couple of minutes. Momash stands tall. And that'll wrap things up in the first half. It's been all the Philippines. What a performance from the visitors. They've been able to silence the home crowd at the end of the first half. And at the end of the first half, it is Philippines 54, leading Latvia 38. Well, the game stats will paint a blue picture for us. It's been all the Philippines. They have dominated this game. So.
Oh, they've dominated, yes, but it was all going Latvia's way in that second quarter until that last minute. All the important stats, it might only be by one rebound, it might only be by one assist. Everything favors the Philippines, including their percentages as well. Brownlee thought he would be in Soto, not at the end when they came back from double digits down. They made they scored the 8 last points of the game. They dug themselves a hole. Well, they won't dig themselves a hole here, but they could let Latvia back into the game too quickly if they have another one of those periods where they give up points.
Welcome back to Arena Riga in Latvia. Second half tipping off in front of a sold-out house. It's the Philippines, though, spoiling the party, leading at 54-38. Can they keep their good run going, or can Latvia battle it out and book their ticket to the semi-finals in their hometown? Brownlee, he's been the man so far. He's hit the deck already.
Yeah, heads up. He knew he was going to get fouled, so he just threw up what was not really a shot, but was a shot, and should go to the free throw line. Again, they had him in the corner. They didn't need to go for too much, and Luka Manki's trying to make the point that he's probably making a point now. Well, you didn't call that yesterday. What, you know, there was just body. Everyone's playing defense. It's exactly the point he would want if the roles are reversed, but... And the other thing he's going to do, the whole is going to try and keep the emotional intensity high, and he's very, very good at that.
So it means Bertans has 3 fouls. And it means Brownlee's got himself up to 17. Make that 18.
He's got a very, very sweet stroke. It's... Any kids watching the game, just watch the form that he has.
Jarvis Bertans. He hasn't had too much impact on this game.
The one field goal attempt in there, he's been on the floor. His defense started that little revival that Latvia had when he took Soto. That's not the norm. He's normally out there to score. So he's on the free throw line, the ideal place to get your rhythm going. And we talked about points in a hurry. If Bertans is on the floor, he can literally put 9-12 points on you in no time whatsoever.
Jarvis Bertans, the 9 points, 3 from 6 from three-point range, and all 3 of those three-pointers, I should say, came in quick succession.
He's normally also, I'm going to curse him, really solid free throw shooting. Way over 85%, so.
Trustworthy at the line. Latvia is still down by 16. Soto.
He's got to play him harder off the ball. He's got to, like he did in the first half when he came in, he denied that pass. He didn't let him catch it and then try. He's almost got to play harder on the pass than he does when he has the ball. Just got caught on his heels. I don't think he was expecting him to pop.
He's right with Soto again. Newsom looking for him. Soto rolls. Here's his opportunity. Kai Soto. And Bertans says no, not in my house. Not this time.
Made it so much harder for him to catch the ball on that one. 0.7 of a second. You missed the point where it just really made it hard for him to catch on the replay.
Catch and shoot coming up for Brownlee. Can't make it count.
And that's how Coach Benke would have talked about this in the locker room. One possession at a time, get a stop and go down the floor. Let's not worry about the margin. Play the current possession, get a stop, go down the floor, get a good shot, and stop the next time. One possession at a time, Latvia can get back in there.
Omar sheds his feet. And Fajardo claims the rebounds.
Just love the way Fajardo's playing. He's been on this team for a long time. This, as I said before, so active.
He's calling for it again here. Went out of bounds. Oh, and Bertard's just holding his shoulder there.
Going to call the offensive foul. He cleared him out. The referee. Bertans was really hard on the passing lane, this time with Fajardo. Fajardo just got the elbow up, shoulder high, just to try and seal his space. There you go, like, yeah. Just extends it out. Once you extend it out, the official has to call that. But it's all about Bertans playing hard on the passing lane. He's a small forward, but it doesn't matter how big he is, he's not used to banging around with that much size in the post. Doing a great job.
Normal basketball play, it was hands, okay? Okay, it was only push away, not the hits towards the head. Okay, we stay with the normal foul, personal foul, okay? Normal foul, 15, this way.
So looking for the check over, we saw Bertans in a bit of pain there, holding his neck. The normal foul is being called in the end. So just a Latvia ball from the sideline. It'll be in the hands of Lomash. 40 plays 56. Crowd trying to inject some energy into the team. Bertans, dives to Lomash, he gets it back. Oh, that would have been special.
I think 7 or whatever it is, 1,000 people here with a few Filipinos would have been all over that three.
Ramos, a clever move, couldn't finish it off. He's got the rebound. Soto, a 3 attempt from him. It's good! Guys, Soto doing it from everywhere. Lomash now to Schmitz. Gets it back. Roland Schmitz gets it up the opposite end.
He just has to take that because they're just wrapping Schmitz. Fajardo is just holding the keyway. Schmitz has got to back himself. Did that time and made it.
Ramos.
Oh,
Nice shot. Players hitting the floor everywhere.
this Filipino lineup has so many people who are just in their A-game level with the way they're finishing.
Here comes Lomash. Schmitz for back-to-back triples. Not this time.
And if you are the Philippines, you'll take that. Because Schmitz is a solid three-point shooter. He's not normally someone who's going to make 3 after 3 after 3. So pick your poison. He made one. Statistically, is he going to make the next one? You just back that decision.
Soto thought about another triple. Brownlee's with Ruck. Right with him, and Soto gets back-to-back buckets. Excellent work from Kai Soto. He's got himself up to 16 points. And you can see the difference with the points in the paint, 32 to 14. Soto and Fajardo have worked really well together. Davis Bertans! He joins the three-point party. Newsom now. Done a great job as the point guard of this team so far. Crossing over Smits. Sent Kuruk's line. Not the call he wanted. And clearly not the call the crowd wanted. So Lomash defending him here. Ooh, a tough call. Tough call.
It's definitely a tough call in the context of the game.
Yeah.
In terms of that physicality. The contact was on his torso, but he was, with the benefit of the slow-mo replay, was moving. But
Yeah.
and he had an effect on the shot, so the official has to, we're not referees, as we keep saying. But what you've got to like about it is that Chris Newsom didn't settle, was aggressive on the penetration, forced the defense into the situation where they had to guard the penetration. And at the minute, the decisions that the Philippines are making are just so good.
points now for Newsom. Brownlee and Soto, the ones in double digits for the Philippines. Lawmarsh, can he get some redemption on the offensive end? Dangerous Bertans now. His brother rebounds and can't put it back. These brothers have been the heart and soul of this team for so long, and it seems like they're going to have to be the ones to try and bring it back from the brink. As you can see on the bench, Abdul Shabazz, we haven't seen him tonight.
Well, it was
a similar role to Zordix last night.
And that's what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
They're not in the rotation tonight.
We know he had that knee injury recently, so perhaps a bit of precaution involved as well, but ultimately not in the lineup, it seems. Soto!
Tough move,
Yeah.
really solid first step, really broke the defense down, got him so deep that made if he was going to try and block it, it made it almost inevitable that it was going to be a basket interference, but it was the aggression on the move, the first step. Let's just keep that check on that, the momentum in the scoreboard, not the scoreboard itself.
So the crowd really starting to get a bit edgy now around the arena.
I mean, the other part of this equation is we're talking about Latvia coming back. If they get beat big, it could be a difficult situation for them to, well, although they won so big yesterday.
Yes. Yeah, the Georgia game tomorrow becomes pretty crucial if it stays the way it is. Understatement, of course, but you know, it's just... Ramos crossing over Bertans. Oh, it banks it in. That is a tough shot from Dwight Ramos. Everything is falling in their favor.
Banks is supposed to be sharp, right?
Yeah. It's different here, man. Different place.
No rhythm at all again for Latvia. It's a bit one and done.
Brownlee, happy to take some time. He thought about it for a long time. He got his own rebound. Can he go for a third go? No. Ramos! Wow, Philippines get a third go at it in the offense. Fajardo still with it. 5 seconds for him to work with. He just puts up the shot. And Latvia breathe a sigh of relief. Lawmarsh, he thinks about it. Newsom happy to claim the rebound. So halfway through the third period, it's still Philippines with the commanding lead, 67 to 48, 69 to 48 now. Fajardo in on the action. And the Philippines have kept on their roll. And Junmar Fajardo, he's playing a fantastic game, getting all the right looks under the rim. And he gives his team a really handy buffer. 69 plays 48. We're going to head into the Latvia timeout and see what Luka Bunky's thinking at the moment.
Action behind. Stay three-quarter, as you did before, then they turn the ball over. Three-quarter, okay? Like this. Freedom, guys. Come on, and confidence. We cruise this Stevie, okay? Speed up the game. Be aggressive on the pick and roll. We have room for rollers. Both to roll or to pop. Be confident. Through this Stevie. Okay? Come on.
Well, you heard what Coach Bunky was pleading with his team to do in terms of trying to speed up what they do, trying to be more aggressive, and that really does sum it up because they have been, by their standards, very slow offensively. The ball sticks. Now there is some credit to be given to the Philippine defense because one pass away they're playing really well. And they're not being aggressive. They're allowing the Philippines, like they did in the first quarter, to make the passes they want to make. But as we've said, it's so hard. If you start with a mentality that says this is not going to be tough, to break out of it is really difficult.
So Ramos up to 7 points and 5 rebounds. Kurucs can't respond. And Newsom thought about applying the pressure, instead finds Soto in the corner. Uses Fajardo again. They've been working brilliantly together, these two. And Brownlee flies in.
The cut was superb, the pass, excellent. But they allowed him to stay in the post, wait for cuts. Someone's going to get open. They didn't force him to do anything with the ball apart from stand there and wait for a pass.
20-piece confirmed for Brownlee now. He's having a great night. Schmitz, on the other hand, had such a fantastic night last night, and they just haven't been jogging for him tonight.
And Coach Benke in the last time out talks about rhythm, and that's what that's about. They're not in that same place. They're trying to score as opposed to just letting it happen, and that's where they are mentally. And again, the credit that the Philippines, forget their offense has been great, but their defensive effort has been excellent.
Woods with it. Oh, and he steps on the baseline. Soto with excellent defense.
And when was the last time you saw a Latvian team make a pass, wait, and then try and put the ball on the floor where there's no advantage? Since they've come out of the timeout, just a single screen, one pass and a shot, no rebounders. Schmitz has missed from like close in, and then they've stepped out of bounds. No change, no reaction. They're waiting for that spark. Not sure where it's going to come from.
Spark for the Philippines has been Justin Brownlee. He's giving it off to Fajardo this time. Brownlee gets it back. Kicks it to Ramos. He's starting to make some shots. And he makes the tough triple. He's been deadly tonight, Dwight Ramos, making really tough shots all night. He's had to fight for his 10 points, mind you. Made 2 from 2 from three-point range. And they might look to him again here. Justin Brownlee brings the ball down. They played a heap of minutes, these starters, but they're working so well together. Fajardo.
Wow. It's the same problem. Coach Benke's pleading with his team. They allowed Brownlee to stand there on the dribble, all soft, wait for a cut. Fajardo goes baseline, gives him the ball, okay, he traveled. That never happens in the World Cup. They never let anyone settle with the ball at all. Is it a negative for them or a positive for the Philippines? Just say it's a positive for the way the Philippines are playing.
Oh, that's a good swing of momentum there for Skronic, perhaps. Can he start something with that shot? And he was the one that came off the bench. I think it was in the second period and provided that spark. He might need to try and do it again. They need something. Time's up against them now. 2.5 minutes, so they're down the corner to play. 74 plays 50. I mean, it's massive.
Yeah, the match was bad at half time. It's really bad right now.
Yeah. And I can't believe I'm reading this, but already in the third term, 20 points to 12, Philippines have now scored that. The scoring power has been immense, like a flurry of scores. I mean, I thought they were going well, but 20 points, that's unbelievable. Still 2.5 minutes left. It's in the right hands, Brownlee to Newsom. Tamayo out there in place of Soto. He's having a well-deserved rest. The shot from him falls short. Strelniks now. Zorniks. Crowd getting behind them. Still in the hands of Giannis Strelniks, just pulls back from the elbow. And Ramos can collect it. He'll use his speed. He'll find Newsom. Tamayo's getting involved. Good hands there by Bertans. It always looked that it was going to be that way. Strontic met heavily by Tamayo. He'll go to the line.
It's a great play by Tamayo. There's no way that the Philippines are ever going to want to get anything easy for Latvia coming back. And it's a genuine attempt to block it, but whatever happened, he wasn't letting that happen. And that's really underlines their approach all the way through this game. That little bit of a momentum on the steal, swiped away with the block. They're going to make it from the free throw line. We'll just get back and carry on where we were.
You see the captain come in, jump with the Guilla, with the Philippines. Streltic at the line, 18 points, 100% from the field last night. This finished his 4th point. It's completely different story to what we saw last night. We've seen Chagas again on the bench, as we spoke about a bit earlier, unlikely to come on. Very different to what we saw last night against Georgia. So Newsom to Ramos, a minute and a half left. Ramos getting to work on Zordix. Still with Dwight Ramos. What's he thinking? Oh, he loses it. Streltic now wants to take full advantage. Again, he's bet heavily, and again, he's going to get to the line.
I'm not sure about that one. That was a little bit more interesting in terms of referees are happy, so.
Here's the replay. Hands by Tobias before it, and then. So it's Newsom's 4th foul. He's going to have to sit. A minute left in the 3rd period. He's wanting to stay out there for now. Referee's still talking it over.
I think he's just trying to make sure he's got the right guy who's going for the foul.
So there you go, they gave it to Aguila in the end, probably the right call. So Newsom remains with the 3 fouls. He'll still head to the bench and Perez will come on in his place.
So expect the half-court shot.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's finish the 3rd like we finished it.
Yeah. I mean, they provided the fireworks already. Why not add another one? It's been good from Streltic. He's got to the line back-to-back times. We just needed it a bit earlier from him. That attack, that drive, that want. And it leaves Philippines a minute to extend their 20-point lead here at Arena Riga in front of the Latvian contingent here. Bertans gets it Aguila's way. He's been the positive for them, Davis Bertans.
Yeah. But more so at the defensive end than the offensive end, which is not how we normally talk about it. But he'll do whatever it takes. Got to make these free throws. If they get another stop and they score again, that'll give them something to get into that half-time, into that end of quarter break. Losing the quarter was not on their half-time agenda conversation. They said we just have to win the quarter regardless.
So Davis Bertans at the line. There's still hope if he's there making the first shot. So Kristaps Porzingis' brother's in the house, actually, so we might not have got Porzingis, but hey, we got some part of the family.
What they wouldn't give.
I know.
Porzingis to be in a white uniform right now.
Throw his brother out there, why not?
Hit him up, hit him up.
I mean, no Porzingis, but also we spoke about this in the previous game. No Bruce Willis as well. That's a big out too.
Big loss in a game like this.
They'd give to have those two back in there. For the Philippines, they've got all the weapons out the floor at the moment. Ramos with the offensive rebound. Perez, can he do it again? Absolutely he can. CJ Perez coming in clutch.
He only makes shots in the last minute. That's all it is.
6 points, and all 6 of those points have come in about a minute. Exactly.
Well, when he had more time, he took bad shots. His coach told him.
Streltic from the corner. Brownlee.
Wow.
Carry it out. And the Philippines have come out and kept their good streak going out of the halftime break, outscoring Latvia 23-16 to lead at the end of the third quarter, 77, Latvia 56. And the game stats show just how good Philippines have been shooting. I mean, 62% from three-point range. That's the stuff of dreams. Unbelievable clip.
And it's not as if they've come down and taken a load of threes either. It's just, we can talk forever about those numbers. It's just a wow of a performance. You look at the best plays in the third quarter, and most of them are going to be the guys in blue. Because they outworked, and it's Soto's making the three. I think you said in commentary, it's just whatever they throw up is going in, and there was a period where it was. But I just love the way that their defense slowed Latvia down. Keeping Latvia to 56 points. Hey, it's just their defense is almost the most impressive thing out here. They have stopped the flow of one of the most productive offenses in world basketball.
And meanwhile, themselves continuing on their offensive way. I mean, 77 points at the end of the third period. Unbelievable.
But like you just saw that three that they made from the corner that Ramos made. If they're making threes for fun, it's just, and that sums up. It's a horrible feeling for that young boy. But that is, those two pictures are how Latvia, the country, is feeling right now.
QR code on your screen sends you to the App Store to get the Courtside 1891 app. Catch up with all the news and highlights, not just from this tournament, but from around the world. As we head into the final days of the Olympic qualified tournament round robin editions. Of course, semi-finals and the grand final to come in each of the four Olympic qualified tournaments. One more set of games to come tomorrow here in Riga. Cameroon and Brazil. And then Georgia and the Philippines. Two big games to determine who gets a step closer to Paris. As the fourth quarter tips off here at Arena Riga, it's the Philippines leading Latvia by 21 points. A clinical performance from Team Miller so far. Zodic, Schmitz, Kurz, Timmer, and Stronix on the floor. Giannis Timmer loves a deep three. That's the start they would have wanted.
But the only way to get back in the game is at this end. They've got to get stops. I'm not sure they're going to be capable of getting enough, but they've got to start one possession at a time.
Harris, Brownlee, Tamayo. Oh, here's a stop. Kurz converts. Well, this guy's got some kick in it, perhaps.
But they don't need to foul at three-quarter court. And it almost stops all that momentum.
I can't really fathom what he's done there, really. Like,
the only way, he's just made a bad decision.
But Timmer, he made a lovely one. He loves that range, top of the three-point line. Full bake nearly every day of the week for him. Third foul for Kurz confirmed.
Soto's back in the game. Tony Fajardo will come back to get the starters back in.
Sense that won't take very long either. Tamayo. To Ramos. 5 seconds to work with on the shot clock now for Dwight Ramos. Puts up the three, and that one doesn't get knocked down this time.
If that had gone down, we could we maybe just need to put it in the book.
Yeah. Take the headset off, game over, I mean. But take a look at this. Latvia are right back in it. The crowd are back in it. Sonics with ball in hand. Schmitz.
Should have taken it.
Yeah. They've got 4 seconds now. Zonix.
Because they end up with a bad 3.
Credit to the Philippines defense there. And very un-Latvian-like. Just 2 players touching it in that set. Oh, there's going to be a foul call. Very interesting call.
Coach Banky's got to be a little careful here.
Challenge it if you're angry, but don't go wild.
Just because it's late does not make it wrong.
Yeah.
Although, I'm not sure. But Coach Banky's just got to brush himself down and get up. He doesn't need a technical right now because they've got a little bit of momentum in the game.
Kurtz with the 4 fouls. He's staying out there for the time being. Soto at the line.
So impressed with Soto today. So impressed. Just the maturity of the performance as much as anything. He's still only 22. I mean, you'll know him well because he's had that time in Australia.
Yeah, played against heaps of big bodies there. 2-time NBL fans MVP when he was at the Adelaide 36ers. So both these seasons, the fans loved him. Packed out arenas on his own. I mean, this is such a spectacle.
Easy to see why fans would love him.
Yeah. And of course, the Aussies naturally warmed up to him as well. And Latvia probably not so much here tonight, but people love watching him. Zonix. That's a clutch shot.
The only downside is they're taking a long time to get shots. I don't want them to rush, but it's taking a long time. And the only thing that sometimes the Philippines, they don't just want to take time here. They've got to remember to try and keep scoring.
Off Tana into the game, spinning around Zonix. He can't make the tough basket, and Zonix is up and running against Brownlee, shoves him out of the way. Wow! Julian Zonix puts the arm out. I wasn't sure what way that was going to go, but he gets the 2 points. He's got the one to come. Julian Zonix. He gets the crowd on their feet. 79 plays 66. Latvia on a roll. 10-2 so far in this 4th period. They believe. Kurtz converts. 16 points. He's so important to stay out there. He's on those 4 fouls, as we know. Fajardo back on the floor for the Philippines. That's an important sub. Brownlee, another air ball. What is happening here? And the shot doesn't go up for Newsom. Zonix, Kurtz, Zonix sets his feet. Oh, the crowd went up with that one. I think the roof might have just blown off this place if that went in.
You can see Coach Cohen on the side. He's going to take his time out. He would have had to have taken it if it had made it.
Yeah.
I think he still needs to take it. And he's done. He's got all 3 to use. Take one now. Try and take the air out of the arena a little bit. But they've stopped doing anything down the offensive end. They are just almost trying to run the game down. And 6:40 is too long for that. Against a team that can score. If they'd have made that 3, we were in a 9-point game with 6:40 to go. You cannot just start to protect what you have. You've got to protect what you have by doing what you've been doing.
It's got to be a part of the bus bars about it. I mean, you've got to keep attacking, you've got to keep playing the way that's got you here. I mean, it's a really crucial time out for him.
First part of the game that Newsom in that time looked for a foul as opposed to trying to make the shot, and if he was fouled, Brownlee took an air ball, and he's been looking great. They've had the ball taken away because they're standing still, just trying to use the clock. And that will really, and the same thing applies. Once you start doing that, it's very hard to get back into the same rhythm. Soto's the man here that they could just try and milk him a little bit on the inside, try and get him a little bit of an advantage, and then let him finish close to the ring, because they still have the size issue of trying to guard him, and to a lesser extent Fajardo.
So big few minutes coming up here out of the timeout. How does each team respond? Can Latvia keep up their run? Can the Philippines bounce back? They have been the better team for 3 periods. They've outplayed Latvia to this point. But Latvia coming back with a vengeance. The game is never over for this team. We saw that fighting spirit in the World Cup. They're continuing it here in front of their home fans. They've got 6 minutes 40 to work with. The Philippines have 6 minutes 40 to save it. They wanted the offensive foul there.
They wanted the 8-second call, which I think they should have got.
Fajardo and Brownlee sharing around. Brownlee goes baseline, dishes it to Newsom. And Zonex claims the rebound. They can go to single digits here. Timmer. Shot got blocked on the way through. Came off a foot.
Brownlee's struggling a little bit after the last penetration. You see him limping on the far side. He's not going to want to come out, but he's definitely struggling. Didn't get back that time. And you're like, if you had that play again and if you literally have got the same options that Giannis Timmer had, he'd have put it on the floor and gone strong to the hoop.
Newsom trying to dance around Zonex. Fajardo. Ramos. Flirting with that backcourt again. Again, the shot clock ticks down to 3. Dwight Ramos. Soto nearly. And now Stronix. What can he do here? Just takes his time with it. Schmitz. Crosses over Fajardo. It just comes out at the wrong time for him.
Oh, Newsom got a piece of it. Just had a dig at it. Schmitz just won't take the 3.
Very interesting. Newsom still with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brownlee. Still out there. Played 32 minutes. Brownlee. But now the shots all of a sudden are starting to drop.
Just need that rhythm to come back for Latvia now.
5 minutes left in the game. 79 plays 67. Stronix! Another one drops. Another timeout. It's a 10-point game. Giannis Stronix has been superb tonight. And they're working their way back into this one, shot by shot, bucket by bucket. The Philippines have got some serious thinking to do.
Well, I'm hoping for their sake that Coach Cohen is now saying, well, why don't we just run what we were running before? We're running the same things, we're just not running it in the same way. Look, Fajardo has to catch the ball way outside the 3-point line. They're asking, they really are starting to ask the wrong questions of Brownlee, trying to create for other people. They should be creating for him like they did earlier on. And they end up, down the end of the clock, not with Newsom with the ball, not with Brownlee with the ball, and then they're not giving anyone a look on the inside. It's like everything's become very static and slow. Try to run what you ran before at the tempo you ran. Or is it just because this 5 have played most of the game? Are they just trying to survive in this last 5 minutes of the game to get over the line, as opposed to trying to go win the game, because they are literally dead on their feet, and I think there's a little bit of tiredness just there. But at the same time, this Latvian team still has to keep the rhythm high offensively, back themselves, and the only negative is Smith's not wanting to shoot the open shot. It's the only thing they're passing up. Game on.
4 minutes 52, 79 plays 69. Justin Brownlee has been immense for this Philippines team. 20 points for him in this ball game. Steps back on Timmer. That's better from for Brownlee.
Timmer let him settle.
Yeah.
Didn't chase him, didn't ask him to get rid of the ball. He just stood there and you're not penetrating, but he just let him take it.
And Smith finds a lane and finds a bucket.
Much better tempo, early shot with an option they wanted. It's still down this end though. They've got to play hard at this end.
7 points now for Spitz. Brownlee the loop. The oop, I should say. It's a Soto, but it doesn't pay off. Strolnix. Back to 10 points. Timmer. Thought he was going to go for the three. Kicks it out. Lomash. Not quite. Good hustle by Brownlee.
Brownlee is okay. He scored like his effort on top of the points he scored is phenomenal at the moment. He is taking his team on his shoulders, both ends of the floor.
They're happy to let the shot clock tick down. Brownlee pulls up and gets the M1 on top of the triple. Justin Brownlee comes up clutch. Aguilar and Tamilo hugging on the bench. Timmer can't believe it. Brownlee is ice cold. Swish from Justin Brownlee. But the hand in his face. His 25th point of the game. The Philippines bench absolutely loving it. What a response out of the timeout from Justin Brownlee. One to come.
Well, we gave Timmer a hard time on the first one where he didn't play him hard. He did not play him hard on that one. It's just that Brownlee, maybe let him get the ball too far up before he had his hand up, but he was on him, and in the end he fouled him. Brownlee's just carrying down. Comes up with a steal on one end after getting the 2, the 3, 5 points and a steal since the timeout. Wow, he's had a game.
He converts the 4-point play. And Brownlee's going to come off. Very interesting. He's going to come for, I reckon, 30 seconds at max. Has to be. A little blow.
Well, Brownlee, maybe he'll just play him on offense and give him a blow and try and give him some way, give him some recovery time.
Titus turns onto the floor. Smith, this time he takes a three. Doesn't nail it. Kunitz, out rebound, Soto!
What a rebound. Absolute phenomenal rebound by Kunitz.
12 points the margin now.
Absolutely need stops. Without Brownlee on the floor, get a stop, get it under 10.
Newsom fouled. Just quietly, I feel like Brownlee will want to stay out there. 26 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. He's on the verge of triple-double.
Oh, yeah.
And straight like that, he's going to come back on. He's going to fight for that elusive stay. He's going to fight for the win again. What you predicted, Mark. It looks like defense off, offense on.
And it's almost as though Brownlee said, I'm not going to let us lose this game to this point. We've done too much to give ourselves a chance to win.
Fajardo's been fantastic.
Every one of these starters has had a great game.
Yeah, can't fault anyone.
Absolutely not.
Newsom. Brownlee sets himself, then goes baseline, then gets blocked. Shot clock violation. It's very chatty tonight. Again, he's going after his opposition. Yes. Good edgy. Now time started to really come against the Latvian team. Philippines have fought back really nicely into this one. After a 13-2 start, 17-8. But Berta, so Schmitz.
That's a pass. There was no lot of space for that pass. He just found an angle. They haven't played hard on the pick and roll for this quarter, in fact.
Soto, offensive foul. Big ball.
Super. Again, the defensive effort coach hands. Again, same thing. There you go. Palm of the hand on the body. Makes it easy for the official. The official still has to call it.
Bertaz has defended Soto wonderfully this game.
Huge possession.
2 minutes left. Lomash can't get through. Beautiful defense, and guess who? Brownlee again. Bang. Get that out of here. But Soto flying in his face as well. You think, oh, Soto's money for that block. But Brownlee at both ends is immense. 10 points the margin. Bertaz, this is crucial. It falls short. How big will that be? Ramos now loses it. Sideline ball still for Philippines. Minute 46 left. Bit of a warning for the Philippines bench. Take a seat, boys. Wild ride, and it's going to continue here tonight. Newsom was looking for Brownlee. He got hit on the way through. Wow. Latvian ball.
This is their last chance right now. They need to score, stop, score, and they've got a chance.
A timeout's going to be called. Luca Bunky's going to draw up a play.
And it will advance it.
Yeah.
You know, so it makes the game a little long done. But they've got to score this time and then get a stop. They've got no fouls to give. They will be sending the Philippines to the free throw line on every foul.
It's crucial stages here. They have to score now, otherwise that's it. You can see the fourth quarter, Latvia have just taken this game by the scruff of the neck. 19 points, 8 from 16 from the field. 6 remain from 2-point range. Philippines have only managed 8 points, but they've been big 8 points. And Brownlee's been leading the way. I think he scored 6 of them.
Oh, coming out of the timeout, absolutely. And again, for Coach Cohn, he had all his timeouts to use. He took one, didn't change it, took another one. He didn't want to hang on to it. He needed to take it, and he took it. And in the end, he's got, I just need the ball in the right guy's hands. And the best way to do that is to give it to him straight away. Don't have to run anything. And the one mistake in that series was to just let him get set for that pretty easy too. It's just been a great performance. Top to bottom so far for the Philippines. They've just got to close it out right now.
So the fans, you can see them on your screens. They're getting up and about. They've liked what they've seen in this fourth period. The time really against them at the moment. It's now or never for Latvia. They lose this. It's a wait and see about whether they can make the semi-finals. Points differential comes into it. All the mathematicians out there licking their lips. Can Schmitz score? Lomash gets the bucket. They need the stop here. It just needs to keep continuing for Latvia. Or can the Philippines continue to apply their trademark pressure that they've done so well this entire game? Taking their time with it. Newsom gets rid of the body. And Schmitz commits the foul. Everyone takes a sigh of breath here. So 15 foul for Latvia. Sends Chris Newsom to the line. His third foul. And big free throws coming up too. Chris Newsom's played a tremendous game. 8 points and 4 rebounds. Doesn't look like a heap, but he's controlled the tempo.
I don't think they do this without Newsom the way he's playing. his time with the ball, takes loads of pressure off people, his delivery, getting them into whatever coach wanted them to run. He's had a super game. And defensively, he's been there with everybody.
3 from 4 from free throw range for Chris Newsom. Second one's good to go as well. Minute 21 now for Latvia. Down by 10. They need to hurry it up. Lomash goes quick. Doesn't get the bucket. So it's okay, close to that ring. Got the rebound. Slapped out of Bertens' hands.
Right off Newsom's foot.
Yeah. Sorry, slapped out of Newsom's hand. By Bertens.
See, because Latvia have dragged themselves back into the game, they're going to be relatively safe for a semi-final spot. But they won't know who they're going to play. They won't know if they're first or second, but their massive win yesterday has put them in a position where getting back into this game should be enough to see the semi-final.
Next, the shot falls short. Minute left now for the Philippines. Can they continue to apply the pressure? So Latvia on the bonus. Ramos walks to the line. Kimbayo's celebrating on the bench. It's been an absolutely fantastic performance for the Philippines. Not many expected this. They have defied the odds. Against a really vocal crowd as well. I mean, it's one thing to do it against a really strong team, but against a crowd that is completely against you, really, it's quite an effort. Here's CJ Perez.
What's the last minute?
Yeah, last minute man, last minute specialist. What's he got in store for us in this last 48 seconds? Can he put the icing on the cake? Latvia continue to pull back. Give their crowd something to cheer about. Bertans. Loves the look of that! That's big! They need to get the stop here very quickly here, Latvia. Newsom finds a way through. Offensive foul! 30 seconds, 9-point margin. Latvia ball. D by Bertans. And his brother doing the work on the offensive end, draining that triple. Fourth foul confirmed for Newsom. So Lomash on the sideline.
You'd expect them to try and get Davis Bertans another look. He normally makes them in punches. They need the three.
Here he is. Gives it back to Lomash. He wants to get the better spot here, Bertans. Lomash gets fouled.
Not a foul to give.
Yeah, not a bad one. 24 seconds now. 9-point margin. Coach Cohn can only watch on. What have Latvia got? Strelnieks. Crowd rising to its feet. Davis Bertans. Newsom cuts it off. Brilliant. Got the crucial touch. Clock ticks down once again. Less time for Latvia to pull off a miracle. Haven't led at all this game. Take a timeout. Work things out. They can score quickly. We know they can do that. It's not out of the question. They've scored pretty quickly this term. 24 points to 12.
Well, if they get the quick three, get the quick steal, and there's always, like we said before, when there's time, there's hope. However small that hope is to actually win the game. And in a way, there's not as much pressure on them right now because they've got that big win last night. But this is a phenomenal result for Philippine basketball. Gives them a huge opportunity to make the final here. And then there's no one for him to fear right now. But if they play like this, the guys who put together their preparation, those two games against tough opponents, this is how they've managed to play this well in this game. But wow, it's just a wow. We can talk all sorts of things, but Brownlee's performance is wow. Soto's performance is wow. The starters, every single one of them, has put a performance on the floor that's out of their A game. They've got to do it tomorrow. You know, it's part of Latvia would like a big Georgia win, which might then they win the group. But this is not done yet here. They could come up with a miracle and get the win. Miracles happen sometimes, and nothing's beyond this team.
Every person in this arena, or nearly every person in this arena, on their feet. 89 plays 80. 17 seconds remaining. Bertans for three. Ball short. Soto, Perez. Clock ticks down. The Philippines have got this. A remarkable performance from this visiting team. Ramos with one last hurrah. It falls short.
Should have given it to Perez.
Yeah, he's the man. But they've all stood up in their own way, this Philippines team. From the starters to the bench players, everyone has played their role. And it's a phenomenal victory for Tim Cohn's team. The Philippines led from start to finish in this game. A comprehensive performance sees them get the victory over Latvia. Philippines 89, Latvia 80. The final score for Arena Riga. That was an absolutely clinical display for the Philippines, led by that man on screen, Justin Brownlee. Coach Cohn, amazing tactics throughout the night, backed his team in, and they delivered. In the box seat to finish up in the group, head to the semi-finals, might finish second depending on point differential, but what a start to this tournament. What a win.
Great moment for Big. And this, in the arena now, the Latvia fans still telling their team what they think of them, how great they think they are. This tournament just came alive. Absolutely came. And up until this, I think people were like, oh, you know, Brazil, Latvia in the final. Well, Montenegro in the semis, almost certainly. The Philippines got a huge chance of it, and the Philippines now have made a statement about this whole tournament. What they've got to do, though, and this is the one thing that you might get worried about if you're a Philippine fan, they've got to play again tomorrow, and the guys have played a lot of minutes. Then they'll get one day, and then they've got to play a semi-final, then a final, and the roster might be short. They've got to find a way of dealing with. They're used to playing a lot of games. Back to back in that league, they play game after game after game.